What's up, everyone? So 10 reasons why I chose the Xbox and why I think you should take a look at it over the Nintendo Switch and over the PlayStation 5. So reason number 10, the controllers. So I have all my controllers out here for you guys to kind of see. But one of the reasons I like my Series X is my controllers from my Xbox One all the way to my Series X all work. So my Xbox One, and then when I bought the Xbox One X, and now of course the Series X, all my controllers work. From the standard one that just came with the new Series X, and it has like little grippies and stuff, and it does have a little share button. I got the Gears controller, and so this one I use if I'm going to be gaming maybe on a PC at this point, just because I like it. It's also got the Bluetooth in it. It links right to my PC. I have the Halo ones. This is when I had the Xbox One. And so I had two controllers because me and my girlfriend would play a lot of Borderlands and such. And of course, again, I'm a Halo fan, so I had that. And then I have my Series Elite controller right here. This is my Series 2 Elite that I've used on two systems. And I have my original Elite that I got, I don't even know, I think when I got the Series X. I mean, the Xbox One X, because it's a pretty cool. It's the heavy duty one, the Elite, but it's the Gears edition. And I was like, well, that's pretty cool. And I can connect them to any Xbox I have. If you got one of the older systems and you get the newest one, you don't have to get another controller. You could get the controller that comes with it and then already have, you know, another one. So you actually now have a dual controller system. Number 9, it's 12 teraflops. I think the PlayStation comes in at like 10.6 if I'm not mistaken. And of course, I don't know what the Switch is, but so it's the actual most powerful console. So I think it has the most future proofing. Like it can actually go a little bit farther before you have to get the mid-range one. And I don't even want to know what the new Xbox would be called. Xbox Series XX, I don't know, XXL. But you get the idea. Is this system is a little bit more future-proofed than what I think well, I know what the Switch was because I had the Switch for about 2 weeks and I was like, this is not for me. Number 8, expansion. So if you want to add more memory to your Series X, simple expansion card. Granted, I will say it's pricey. I don't think it's, you know, quite where it should be. But if you just sit there and plug it in, boom, you're done. I've heard of 3 people, I guess, bricking their PS5s. And I know another one who, I guess, broke the clips on his cover, so he can't put it back on, or it doesn't stay on properly. So you could have 2 terabytes for, I don't know, $300. And I got 2 terabytes for $400. So it is $100 more, but it's one and done. Put it in, go. And then if I want to take it out to go to a different Xbox, or maybe I get a Series S as well, I can just put that little drive in either one and it should be good to go. Reason number 7. So one of the things that I found was pretty cool, and I'm not saying you can't do it on PS5, but I know I couldn't do it on Switch, but I can actually go to my phone and then send off to my system, say, hey, install this game, and it'll pre-install it. Or like if I pick it up off a Game Pass, I can say, hey, install this to this console. And I actually have my bedroom one and my living room one connected. So I can say, send it to this one or this one. But I like the fact that I can, like I said, I can remote install a game. And even if it's like a pre-release coming out, I can go ahead and pre-order it and then say, hey, remote install to this system. So then when it does come out, like if it drops at midnight, I can have access to it right when it drops. Number 6, cloud gaming. This I thought was going to be more of a novelty or a fad, in my opinion. But now that I've done it, and I've actually done it like while traveling in a hotel on regular hotel Wi-Fi, I was able to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey for a good hour and a half. And I mean, yeah, the graphics weren't quite as good, but it was easily doable considering all I had was my laptop and a controller. And I was like, oh, remote in. Doom. There were quite a few games on that cloud gaming. Not all of the games on Game Pass, not all the games that are going to be on your system it's going to be the ones that are part of the program. But it's got a pretty healthy selection. I was at my mom's house for 4th of July. I played some Gears of War because I don't have any kind of console. So I just had my phone right there. I had a controller, Bluetooth linked it. Boom. I was playing Gears 5 on my profile. So all of my stats and stuff carried over. I think that cloud gaming, and I know it's going to get better over time, but it's definitely a good reason to have an Xbox. Okay, getting into nitty gritty, the top 5. So number 5, backwards compatibility. And it wasn't something I thought I'd care about as much. And then once you lose it, you're like, oh man, I wish I could do XYZ. Backwards compatibility is actually pretty cool. And now they've gone as far back as to the original Xbox. And like, so the original Ninja Gaidens are on there. Not a whole lot that I've downloaded just because the one I would want is Project Gotham Racing, the first one. And that's not one that's out there yet. But if that does pop up, I will snatch that in a heartbeat and I will be happy to play that game again. Reason number 4. I think this should say it all. So the Gears campaign on all of them, from the first one all the way till now, I am a Gears fan. I have a lot of fun and I do like Horde a lot. And so whenever I just have like a half hour to kill and I'm like, oh, I'll play Horde. And I even went ahead and got, a cool Gears gun. Reason number 3, the Halo franchise. I am Master Chief. I've been a Halo fan since the very beginning. When I bought my very first Xbox, the bundle was Halo, Project Gotham, and Abe's Odyssey. I had so much fun in that last level of Halo way back when that, you're going down the canyon and all that stuff. And I won't ruin it if you've never done it. The Halo Master Chief Collection is totally worth every penny. They've done so many updates to it. They've made it so much nicer. And you get Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, and I think ODST and Halo 4 all on the same little disc. So if you haven't checked that out and you're into the first-person shooter and stuff like that, I would definitely check that out because the Halo franchise is an awesome one. Reason number 2. One of the things I like the most, and if you watched my video on the Series X, the quick resume feature is awesome. And to be able to exit a game, go into Netflix or watch a movie or do whatever, and then go back to the game exactly where you were. I'm going to use Assassin's Creed. But even if you're doing whatever, having something crafted or running down the mountainside, it's just like stops. You do your thing, and then when you start it back up, it's right there. You didn't even move from that mountainside. I don't think it was ever really possible on any of my previous systems. It would at least drop you out, and then you have to go back to the menu or whatever. But that quick resume, man, that's so cool. And the fact that it can store, I was told up to 12 games, I think. Somebody in the comment section of the other video said, if you put them in groups, which I haven't tried that yet. And the number 1 reason, in my opinion, you should get the Series X or the Series S for that matter, is Game Pass. Game Pass just gives you so much stuff, and they are releasing a handful of games more for the Series X and S than before. So like you can get a couple of games, like I think it's Control, and I have it, I can't remember, but it's where the world flips upside down. For that simple feature, and then the fact that I can get so many games, like I have the entire Gears collection, like I said, I have the entire Halo collection, like I said, on my system. And I can play it whenever I want. I can just go, oh, boom. I don't have to worry about a disc. I don't have to do anything because it's all installed. And then certain games now, even if they're not installed, they just have it where you can just play it, I guess, from the Microsoft server. And you don't even have to install it on your system. You just boop, and it just plays. So that's friggin' cool in my opinion. I did recently pick up a new Samsung TV that I'm going to be doing a video on. And it has the game hub built in. So it's kind of like having the cloud gaming right built into the TV. The fact that like even if I get a second TV or something for my gym or something like that, I could literally log in right from the television. And the TV, when I got it, they sent me an Xbox controller with it. And I don't believe PlayStation has that feature yet. That's something else, but if you haven't tried Game Pass, I highly recommend it. And I know a couple of people said, hey, they don't want it auto build or whatever and drafted and stuff like that. I'm cool with that. I have no problems with that. You can buy the 3-month $44.95 card. It gives you 3 months of Game Pass, and then you don't have to worry about it afterwards. Game Pass is my number 1 reason for having the Xbox Series X or just Xbox in general. I think that is just awesome. And I know there's PlayStation Plus and Nintendo has their own. I haven't heard anybody brag about PlayStation Plus. I've heard several people brag about Game Pass Store and this, that, and the other. Every article you see says it's probably one of the best values in gaming, period. And I agree wholeheartedly. And that linked with my Series X, boom, sweet. Awesome. Well, that's my list of my top 10 reasons why I chose the Series X over the Nintendo Switch and over the PlayStation 5. Both, though, the Xbox and the PlayStation, for when I got my Xbox, were almost impossible to get. And even now, you can't get the PlayStation Pro or the one with the Blu-ray drive. You can only get the digital version. And if I were to get a digital version of a console, I will admit I would get the PlayStation over the Series S. Awesome. Well, you guys game safe. Hit that like button if you like the video. Go ahead and hit that key on your keyboard right there. for the subscribe, as it really helps me out, kind of growing this channel. And then also hit that bell icon so you know when every video is coming out from myself, JD the Tech Ninja, coming to you on YouTube. We'll see you guys later.